field, host of Drug Dealers to Businessmen. This is the weekly tap in, and I'm tapping in. What's good, families? You already know the routine. First thing we're gonna do is share. We got to share, right? Told you we can't spread a message, just like we figured out with COVID, right? Only way we keep that going is by spreading and sharing. So we're gonna do a little bit better than that. We're gonna make this message go viral and contagious. We're gonna share it. So yeah, man, this is a very, very important episode because it's an all money in episode. And what that means is God wants us to see, man, if we're willing to go in our pockets and see if we're serious about this dream, dog. And we're gonna touch on that in a minute. Hold up. Just trying to do my due diligence and make sure everybody gets some of this soup that we about to get, like that chicken soup for the soul, except it always got neck bones in it. Dig that one. So we're gonna talk about it, dog, because I did some investing this week. We did. I ain't gonna say I. This is a family deal. We did it. So we did some investing this week, man. We believe in our brand. And we're gonna see what happens. And that's the thing. That's the key right there, man. That's the key, man. Is that you gotta have that faith, man. I can't stress that enough. Is that faith and belief, and not only in yourself, but in even if you got a flicker of evidence of a seed of a dream, being able to pursue that and push that and see that come to a fruition is a whole nother magical ingredient that takes place, dog. It's something else. It's something like once you get a taste of it, you get addicted to it, like almost like a drug, right? Because you start to believe you can. What up, homeboy? Hey, D. What's up, baby? I see you. Yes, indeed, man. The fam's tapping in. Tap in, homie. Tap into your city where you at. Hey, D be all over the place, homie. Last time we tapped in, the homie was in Florida, dog. So if you see one of these homies who rock with Drug Dealers to Businessmen, you see him out in the streets, man, tap him with him, man, because it's a good brother. That's for sure. We got nothing but leaders and bosses and boss females on here as well, dog. And we talking about that. We talking about how to put our money where our mouth is. Them dice games of life, right? That's what we talking about. The dice games of life. How to gamble on yourself. How to bet on yourself and hit, homie. How not to believe in what the odds say, but believe in what you say. Right? What God says. How to put your money up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things, right? How do we know what to invest in? Shit. You do it, invest in yourself. What's your idea? What do you already possess? We talked about that last time. Told you guys we starting up on chicken. I just bought a fryer. It just came. I got to put the damn thing together. It's downstairs. If I could have came and showed y'all what the fryer looks like on here, I would have brought it upstairs and showed you guys. That's how much I believe in what we about to do. Got no proof. Are you in Charlotte? Shout out to, man, the homies in North Carolina now. So if you're in NC, tap in with this dude. You see him? Blow at him on the streets, dog. Brother handling his business. Love and see it. You know what I'm saying? But got time to check in with your partner. Yeah, this video saved. We always put it on the weekly tap in. It's on the regular page. So make sure you guys, if you can't see it this week, you can go look back at some of the other ones. Take what you need. It's one of those things. It's like the game. Everybody ain't gonna take everything, and all this game ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's sent by God, 100%. So don't blame me. You know what I'm saying? Just keep having your faith, because even if it doesn't go the way you want it to go right now, it's still gonna go. Right? It's still gonna go, and it still will come around your way. You just gotta have patience and realize, not give up, man. That's the thing, man. You ever heard of this lady called Lynn Chadwick? They talk about this chick called Lynn. Man, homie, yeah, indeed. But please, I'm just glad you tapped in, Kenneth. Please, appreciate that, dog. Even if you're at work, homie, appreciate the love. Just showing up. Yeah, Lynn Chadwick, man. There's a book called 3 Feet from Gold by Napoleon Hill. Really good book. But Lynn Chadwick was somebody who wanted to swim the English Channel. And it was so foggy, she gave up right before she was about to hit it. And that's the thing right there. It's like, right when we're about to hit, like, we don't know what's going to get us that 5-10 million. We have no idea. And I'm pretty sure the people who created $5 and $10 million companies didn't have any idea anyway. Nobody sets up and says, you know what, I'm going to make a $20 million company. By year 15, we'll have 20. It doesn't happen like that. It happens. Somebody said, you know something, man, I'm going to try this shit. Shake Shack. Look at this store. Start off as a hot dog cart in New York, Shake Shack. Hot dog cart. They sell hamburgers now. Known for burgers. You know what I'm saying? Known for burgers, dog. And they so what can't you do? What's up, Tim? I see you, homie. Man, this what I man, all I grew up around, homie. And I bring it into where I'm at. When I talk in my class, I teach too. When I talk in the classroom, I talk just like I'm talking to you guys, with the exception of I limit the cuss words a little bit. But that's why the students embrace me, because I'm not trying to pontificate or talk down to them. I'm like, man, we in the box together, dog. Let's either build some dirt claws or some castles. But we in the sandbox together, homie. And that's the part people missing, homie. We all in the same boat, dog. Me and AD was exchanging numbers. He got a P number, I got a T number last weekend. We exchanged a game and also exchanged a history about where we came from, though. Speaking facts. Nobody got no reason to lie. That's why I love for y'all to come here and be able to be who you guys are. I know that we about to change this whole game. And I don't have no magic tricks. I ain't like Dave Chappelle. I don't have no gimmick. I ain't getting ready to grow no legs. And I got to have a gimmick for y'all to believe me. Not when it's sent from God. No gimmick involved. I don't need a gimmick. I don't need an intro. I don't need a co-host. I don't need shit. All I need to do is keep bringing it to y'all, homie. That's it. Because the more I step out here on faith, the more I come back and tell you, hey, homie, it was ugly, but we still made it though. So go, you should leave too. You should go try it too, right? It was rough, but we still got through it. It was this, but I still We bought the wrong fryer, but I got another one. But I did it, and that's the key, man. You gotta stay, man. I got a hot 300. What I'm gonna do with this? Shit, ain't you all about to? Okay, well, see if you can get it. Yeah, you get it? Yeah, I got it. It's on the way. No turning back now, because that's really what you're doing, right? Best way to fight a battle is to burn the bridge or retreat, right? Don't burn the boat. Don't shit. We can't run. Not now. We got too much skin in the game. And that's what God loves. Even if you make a mistake, even if you put skin in the game to the point where you say, you know what? I did everything I could to make this business work. And it just wouldn't work. It doesn't matter. You take notes. If you took notes, then everything was worth it. Because those same notes are going to get you to that next business. And that failure in the business that you have right now is going to give you the confidence to build another business. Right? You're going to know how to do DBAs. You're going to know how to set up your LLC. It's going to be like, man, I just did this shit. Even though my business failed, I still did it. I went through the process. And process a lot of times is way more important than actuality, like accomplishing a goal, going through the process, right? Cats in the NFL right now, right? They can use their process of going to the NFL to train people and make still millions of dollars, which a lot of them are doing. I'll train you. Why? Because my training got me to the NFL. It's proven that it can work. So this is the thing, you know what I'm saying? The process. Me learning how to build these businesses are the reason why I can come back and give game. I'm just taught a retail class, and we're talking about location and positioning, right? And before that, I taught a class about setting up your website and how to attach Google Analytics to your website and how to set up your metadata for your website and how to set up your title tag for your website so that Google knows how to find you. So I know how to do this stuff. Now I'm telling you guys over and over, okay, well, next time I see Cass is interested in this Google game, let me just put them up on that. Because if you don't set up your business for success in terms of search, then Google's not going to find you, nor will your customers. So I talk about that, how to set that up, how to set your business up for success. Set your business up so that Google can find you, because that's everything, no matter what your position is. I started developing content. My mom cooked some fried chicken this weekend. She broke out the phone. We started recording. I put a little intro on it, put a little graphic with it. It's on YouTube getting views right now. Frying chicken. And all it's going to do is get people more. This is where the strategy kicks in. So yeah, we jumping into it. And God wants to see, he ain't stopped us yet. We got the storage. We got a fryer. We got another fryer on the way. We got 2 fryers. We got the French fryer just came. I got to put it together. That's my project tomorrow, is to put together the French fry. And you know what I'm doing the whole time I'm screwing these things in? Man, this screw's going to be at 50 grand. This screw's going to get me to because each one of these steps and stages that I'm going through is going to get me to the next stage. Right? I can't think about opening up a chain of restaurants if I don't know how the fucking fryer works. You dig? So I got to start somewhere. This is the key. Starting points, starting blocks. That's what you got to do. You got to bank your start. Man, Steve Harvey couldn't have said it the best, homie. You got to jump out there on faith and tap your back. Be willing to go out there and die for it. What else do you have? Some mediocre shit? What would you sit up there and do that for? You willing to trade? Just imagine that, guy. You start the game off with life, right? And they say, okay, look, man, you can do a mediocre or you can do a fantastic. Which one you want? Oh, man, you know what? Let me get the mediocre one. Nah. You want that exciting stuff. That stuff that's going to scare you. That stuff that when they look up your name in the history books, when your family cracks open your journal, man, grandpa was a savage. He tried this. It's going to inspire the next generation. You see, dog, most cats are sitting up there working on some type of number. We're working on legacy. It's a difference, right? Legacy. What have you done? What are you doing for your future? What are you doing for the rest of your family? They got to start somewhere. Somebody got to break the mold. Somebody got to throw some money towards something and try it. I don't care what it is. I was talking to the homie other day. We was just at Long Beach. He was running out with me and my son were riding. Like, damn, I'm about to open up a coffee cart. I'm like, man, we about to start selling chicken. All right, let's link up. And when you go down that beach, you see somebody was selling lemonade, some personal training. This is the era of the hustle, dog. Ain't no excuses right now, but you don't want no money. If you don't want no money, that's cool. You don't want anything, that's fine. But this right now, this is the era of the hustle. So if you don't want to play, tap out, dog. But if you here to play, tap in every Monday at 6, homie. Because we train game and sharpening iron. That's it. I was just showing my students. I got a book. I got a book for you. I'll get to that later. But it talks about this cat who was a ex-slave who became a Mexican millionaire. That title alone got me. I want to know how you did that, dog. And when you look at it and you start to read it, it's fascinating. But it also goes to show you that, man, ain't nothing that we can't do. This is Black History Month. Start to look at the stories that inspired us, but more importantly, are telling us what we need to be doing. We need to be back in ownership, right? Ownership. I don't care if it starts small, starts something, right? And real, true ownership, not this other stuff that everybody talking about business. Oh, I own a bit. Nah, ownership. You selling a product or a service, period. And I don't care. You can start off cleaning trash cans. You got to ink, you paying taxes, you shit. Washing cars, it doesn't matter. Start something. Because people are starting whatever's out here, right? But they're investing in it. You got to invest in something. Shout out to the homie Trig. He got him I remember back in the day, invested in a t-shirt maker. The silk screening. He did custom t-shirts. Then he got a car washing trailer. That's what I'm saying. He taking the destiny in his own hand, living his life the way he want to live it. And that's the key, man. I've worked for other people. I still do. I teach, but I still have that freedom, right? So now we can start another brand. That's exciting to me. Why? Because I've started 2 or 3 other ones. I actually started 5. 2 of them were trash and failed tremendously. These other ones, figuring it out. This last one, now that we understand, I understand colors, understand that, understand. It's levels to this, homie. But you can't get to the levels by jumping and skipping steps or just wishing that you can get to this point. A lot of people got rich uncles. And even if you got a rich uncle, you don't have a strategy, you're going to fail. But it starts with you. It starts with that belief, man. You got to take a step towards face. And a lot of times that's an investment. What you think Nip was talking about with all money in? All money is means, man, we believe in it. We invested in it, man. You hear it throughout the stories. We was in the studios, raggedy. We was rapping, right? He even talked, somebody showed a video about how he got his name. He's like, man, I bought a bottle of Henny over to the homies, or a bottle, and one of the big homies gave me the name. We've been in the studio grinding. We was all, da-da-da-da-da. And he got all these stories. You listen to most successful cats, their stories, the grind is in their stories. How do we get here? I remember this. I can tell you stories about us, spies. over and over again, getting hit, raided, going to jail, taking L's. You know what I'm saying? Part of the process. And that's how you could show people, man, this is how you do it. I tell people all the time, man, if y'all don't start, D-boys, you don't start a security detail for the jeweler in your area, you tripping. At least convince him you need that type of security detail. Cannabis shops that are popping up in your city, set up your security stuff. Specifically, we focus exclusively on cannabis. That's it. We don't do anything else. We know about the transport, we know about the cash and learn everything about the business and own it. It's called a law of categories, dog. We own this. Right? We specify in jeweler security. We get you to and from your home safely, right? Because most jewelers getting hit in the driveway. We know that because we've been in the game. We know cats is hitting them. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, the 5P. Oh, indeed. Come on. Talk to me, dog. 5Ps, yes. What's up, homie? Oh, the big homie slid through on somebody. Whoa, I see you, man. What's up, dog? Aha. Yes, yes. And that's the key, homie. We got to figure out the things that can make us money now. And there are certain things that are in demand. And one of them is security. Cannabis security is in high demand. These cats are probably getting hit on the low. Nobody knows nothing about. Security guards getting plucked. I think security guards got busted on in San Diego. And that's what I'm saying. Whenever you see something like that, our expertise kicks in at a higher level, right? What do we know how to do? Get it to and from the house safely. We're professionals at that. We've been doing that for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? We know what corners to hit, know how to spin on somebody, right? Know how to dip out on them. We know how to do all that. That's strategic, right? Vincent Bragg, I'll refer to him again. Trying to tell you, man. Yeah, I see you. But Vincent Bragg, look at him. This cat's getting paid $8,000 an hour to give strategy and advice. Said his VP, his partner, rob banks for a living, which means he's a strategist, right? So we got to dip into what we already know, dip in what we already possess. A lot of us have family recipes that we haven't exploited. Indeed, homie. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that you don't think God's already given us our secret to the meal ticket? We already got it. We already have it, right? This is the thing, man. There's a story about this guy, man, this jeweler, right? It's a robber. He robs his jeweler, takes his big giant ass diamond, right? Running from the police, slides it on this bum. Bum gets up. He doesn't know he has the diamond on him. He doesn't know he's rich. So he continues to carry on as if he's a bum, but doesn't know that he already possesses this $1 million diamond on him. And that's the thing with us. We already have the diamond on us. It's already stuck. It's right there. Problem is, we don't know it. God already slid it to us. He gave it to us a long time ago, man. A lot of times we got to do an inventory, audit, check, tap in, figure out what we already know, because that's our gift. Our gift ain't something we got to go seek out and find. This fried chicken, my mom been cooking fried chicken, buying fried chicken since I was a kid. I've been gnawing on them the gristle since I was 3. Already had it, right? It was already there. All we need to do is figure out what to do with it, right? You already had this skill set. A lot of cats is quarterbacks. You know how to honcho it, right? Dude, well, you go this way, you go that way. So we already been CEOs. We already been strategists. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I already know. Homie, come on. Talking to me, you know I know. And that's the thing, homie. You know, what we already possess. That's what we got to tap into. What are we already good at? Because that's what we don't do. Few ways to step into a business, right? You solving somebody's problem, or you already have some insight on something. What are you already an expert at? And a lot of people throw away their D-boy careers acting like they ain't shit. That's the worst thing you can do. We learned so much business strategy, selling rocks, selling powder, selling speed, whatever we was into. It was all different strategies for that. Transportation, shelf space, right? What can fit? We didn't mess with weed because it was too big. Them pounds, when they had it back in the day, the big bricks, that was too much to make a few dollars. So that wasn't the thing we really got to handle. It was too big. Now it's chronic, so it's smaller and more potent. It's a different game. But there's looking at these strategies, especially me, when I look at a lot of times I'm reading these books and I'm like, oh man, we was doing that with the thing. Oh man, we was already doing that. Oh, we was doing this and this and that. That's all we doing is converting street skills into millions, dog. That's it. That's all we doing. The key is figuring it out. The homie bubbling with the credit deal. Shout out to the homie Alice. He bubbling with credit. Wrote ebooks, $50 an ebook. And the credit is money. I learned the game. He gave me the game. We traded game. I've been around him since he was a kid, though. Trading game. Now he's figured it out, learned on his own, packaged it. It's for sale, dog. Come get it. And that's what we got to do. What are we already good at? Some of you guys know how to do trucking. Shout out to the homies doing the telecommunications. That's a skill set. Everybody ain't able. How do you get in that game? There's value in that. And that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. You way more value. Your experiences are way more valuable than you put the dollar amount on them. Homies need consulting, man. Consultants, man, you be shocked at what them cats is pulling in. So let's start something, homie. Let's put some money up. That's the key right there. You know what I'm saying? Put some money up. Test your gangster. Speaking of which, you talking about the prime. He invested in a bucket truck. Took his step a little bit further. I need this to make this amount. Right? I need this to get to this. Right? So even with my food thing, man, I'm food handlers. I already got the food handler's license. Now I'm doing a food manager's thing. Got the easy up, got the fryers, getting chicken, working on this, working. It's stages and steps to it. Then every day you got to wake up and chisel away at it, homie. Every day you got to wake up and get a little bit better, man. We talked about that 1% and that difference. Your trajectory, long enough, you stay on a 1% improvement, drastic improvement. 1% decrease, drastic decrease over a period of time. So let's start taking steps for that, man. We quick to get in dice games, but we won't get in dice games with the universe. And that's the one that got the biggest bag. Let's gamble and take risk with that, right? With ourselves. We're willing to go put it on the line for somebody else for some retirement? For what? You ain't even guaranteed you're going to retire, right? You might as well put it on the line now. Try it. What else is there left to do, man? I see them old cats, man. I'm like, man, I'm trying to be in the house fishing some damn way. I ain't trying to do, you know what I'm saying, relive. All right, I'm trying to party now. No, I'm partying now, homie. You're not guaranteed anything, dog. So start that. Build that. And it takes just one hammer, one nail. You don't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? For real. You don't have to do a lot. It could be small little things, but take a step towards it because God wants to see if you're serious too. So does the universe. So take a step towards it. Okay, I'll meet you halfway. You buy the fryer, I'll get you this. You do this, I'll get you this. You do this, I'm gonna get you that. But if you don't make a move, I don't know what to do next for you. I don't know what you need next because you won't take a step in any direction. And a lot of time that comes from listening to the wrong cats. You got the wrong cats in your, man, they'll talk you out of it before you can even get it out the holster, right? You don't even, oh man, that gun doesn't shoot, it doesn't shoot out. You won't even pull it out. You start listening to people who haven't never built anything, but talk to somebody, right? It's best, they always say it's best to take some advice from somebody who lost $1 million rather than take advice from somebody who never had $1 million. So that's the key right there. Who you listening to? And a lot of times you got to shut it all down and have a conversation with your damn self because those are going to be the reactions that you need. You got to have that pump up. Hey, man, hey, you did it. You remember you did this. This is why it's important to keep that journal because we don't remember a lot of the times and details. The journal is usually when we're in the dark space or the real happy place, right? So we detail that. So that's why it's important to show in the journals how you got to that. How did I get over that? I remember this and this and that. How did I get over that? I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a little timid about this. I don't know if I'm making the right decision. How did I handle this in the past? That's why it's so important to document your journey. People think, oh man, journaling's for girls. No. Document your journey. If you didn't document your journey, and a lot of historical cats didn't document their journeys, we wouldn't know shit, right? We wouldn't know how anything happened. So it's important to document your journey, and you're on a unique one. You know what I'm saying? You're on a unique trajectory. Nobody else, right? Amazon's coming out of technology where you can wave your palm over their thing and pay for your food or whatever, right? Nobody in the world has the same palm. Let that sink in. Nobody has the same fingerprints. Let that sink in, right? So we all have individual journeys. That's why it's so hard to duplicate someone else's success, no matter how successful they are. Because it ain't your shit. It's not your path. That's somebody else's path. That's why when you buy their books, like, damn, this shit don't work. Yeah, because it worked. That was their stuff. You know what I'm saying? My stuff is subjective to a certain extent. This is my path worked this way. I'm not necessarily saying everybody's going to work this way. You got to figure out what your path is, what's for you, right? And rock it and own it. That's the key. Rock it and own it. This is what I'm good at, dog. This is what I do well. This is what I own, right? I'm a creator, man. Period. People always, oh, you doing something? Yeah, dude, that's my dope, to create. So you like longevity and staying where you at? Cool. I'm glad you love it. That ain't for me though. I'm a creator. And I'm glad I figured it out. It took me to my damn 40s to figure it out. But that's what I am. And you got to be comfortable in your skin. And once you get to that point where you figure out what you're really good at and what you love, that's when the magic starts to happen. That's when it starts to get to that point to where you really get that house, right? To really get that, right? Because now you're connecting. It's magical. It's not work anymore, right? I tell people I'm a brand builder. That's what I do. I build brands, dog. You want help building yours? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I can help you too. But I build brands. Here are mine. You want to see them? And that's the best way to do it is, hey, let me, the proof is in the pudding, dog. I understand tagline. I understand color, all that. I had to listen to this other brother. He said, man, if you're going to pick some colors that people are familiar with. Go with the NFL teams. I was like, that's game right there. NFL teams? Yeah, man. If you got to pick some colors, go with the Miami Dolphins. Why? People recognize that color off the top. You notice that the fried chicken, our new fried chicken, Kansas City Chiefs, with the exception of black. I'm taking my own medicine. Listen to my own podcast, got inspired by that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. Your conversation can inspire you too. You got to have the right conversations. And if you don't know how to talk to yourself, read the 4 Agreements by Duane Weeks. A lot of times we don't know how to talk to ourselves. We talk shit to ourselves. We talk down to ourselves. We tell ourselves what we're not. We suffer from imposter syndrome. I ain't supposed to be here. You start fumbling over your words. You feel like you're not out of place. All this stuff happens when you're stepping out on your dreams, 100%. So be prepared for it. Be prepared for the naysayers. Be prepared for that fear every month, every morning. Damn. What am I? Shit. Did I make the right decision? Did I do it the right way? Is this what I was supposed to do? And then when you get no resistance, right? And even if you get a little resistance, a lot of times, man, the universe will test you to see if you're serious about it. So if you get a little resistance, don't retreat. You get a lot of resistance, try not to retreat. Because if it was put inside your head, that's usually that conversation with God, right? Now, if somebody else come up with some suggestion, man, you look like you'd be a good security guard. Yeah, man, that shit is subjective, right? It depends on what type of mood they in or whether they came from a strip club last night and the cat looks just like you, right? 4 Agreements by Duane Weeks. Yes, sir. Fantastic. Always speak the impeccable word. Don't take anything personal. Always do your best. And there's one more. Don't make assumptions. I got them. I read them over and over. I got it up here too. I stay with that just in case just in case I need to check myself, dog. Just in case I need to check myself and I'm having that conversation of doubts, because we can have that conversation too, especially when you're stepping out on there and you don't have a lot of support. You're like, man, shit, am I making the right decision, dog? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I'm like, jeez, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it should be on every show. Absolutely, absolutely. And especially when you're in the down stage, like when you're at the down point, that's the time to tap into that one. Don Miguel Ruiz's excellent book. But it teaches you, speaking life into things, homie. Only speak life into things. I'm only talking about positive, right? How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do that? We talked about that last time. And that's, I guess there's this certain thing called toxic positivity. But when you've been to the pen, you don't have nothing else, right? It's enough toxic shit around you there to have that toxic positivity to where you still believe in yourself, like I'm about to accomplish this when I get up out of here. It's a tough one. But now we're in a position of COVID. We're about to get released again. What are we going to do? Government gave us a couple bands, gone already. You didn't buy that LLC for 600. Get that taken care of, because that's where it is, right? Because we'll realize that we could have wrote off half of our house and bills through our business, right? We need to understand how this stuff. Taking this step, man. Take the step. Your third generation from now will love you for it. Grandpa, grandma, they'll love you for it because you stepped out on faith, right? I remember my grandparents would tell me all the time, go work for the post office or join the military. Once I got the felony, military was out, pretty much the post office too. So they were looking for security. There is no security now, right? People are making millions off a YouTube channel. And we're sitting up here waiting on somebody to give us a job. Nah, different time now, homie. We got to change that narrative. What can we create? We got cameras that are just as good as damn near quality. Apple shows you the commercial, damn near shoot a commercial on your iPhone. What's stopping us now? That conversation. You don't know how to run a business. You've never owned a restaurant before. You don't know how to drive trucks. You've never been up on one of those poles. Because these are the conversations that we have and that people sometimes suggest to us. Right? You'll hear that a lot. Homie, you don't know how to do that. You don't know what I know, dog. Period. But then we'll have those conversations. Damn, homie, you really know how to do that? And that's when that doubt comes in. We got to shut that voice up, man. Will Smith talks about it in Running and Reading. Right? That voice of doubt that comes in when we're about to quit. Man, just go ahead and quit. Just tap out, dog. Man, ain't nobody listening. Ain't nobody doing this. Just don't say nothing, man. Just ain't nobody. Nah, man, you can save somebody's life. You don't know what you can do when you accomplish your dream, man. People are watching you. Your nephews, nieces, your homies. Your homies is watching you too, dog. That's the ones you're really responsible for, is your homies. Because they watching your every move. And somebody's watching their every move. And people always talk about you can't change the world. Yes, you can. You just got to do yourself. Because you're a walking picture of inspiration, hopefully, not detriment, right? When people see you, they should become inspired to want to do better, to want to open their business, right? When they go to your page, they should want to feel inspired to want to open their business. Let me set this up. Let me take this step, right? One step, man, just one step. That's it. Go buy something. If you're thinking about opening up a restaurant, take your ass to Restaurant Depot. Go slide up in there, see how much the fries are. That's what we did. What up in there? Now I got there's hot sauce packets downstairs. It's all kind of, it's fryers, it's boxes. It's shit is real. That's the scary part. It's real. When you start committing money, you go with that all money in attitude. I'm putting money into this. It gets real once the packages start getting here. Once you got to figure out your systems and set it in, guess what? You learn a whole new industry. Whole new industry. You get nice, dog. You get multi-layered at that point, right? You're not limited on what you know. What don't I know? I know about festivals. I know about concerts. I know about the travel business. And at that time, when you get to that point to where you're seasoned like that, you had enough experiences. Then you come up with that ultimate business, right? That probably set you into retirement. That's the key, though, right? The key is trying multiple things, not just settling on one thing, dog. Trying a lot. I know our grandparents and parents told us a lot of that. Go do this. Companies ain't loyal to that ass. They will let you go in a heartbeat if it makes more sense for them. So build what you need to build, learn what you need to learn from them, keep it moving. Add it to your toolbox and keep going. This is a marathon. We ain't doing sprints. No, man, we in this for the long haul, dog. So it takes more time to build a longer dream, right? Bamboo tree, 5 years before it breaks ground, you got to do consistent watering. We got to consistently water ourselves, season ourselves, get better at things, learn how to talk to people. That's one of the hardest parts about the converting the street skills into millions, is us learning how to talk to people. Because we can't talk to everybody the same way. We grew up a certain way, grew up around certain people, man, that doesn't fly with everyone. A lot of people get intimidated by that conversation. And if we're tall, big, and stuff like that, we got to understand our approach and everything. It's levels to this, dog. And everybody doesn't talk about it. But we need to have that conversation. Office politics, if we're working in an office, right? Because we mess ourselves up. But back to my main topic is investing, dog. What are we willing to put our money in on? And it's not to buy my course. It's not to buy, because a lot of times that's what cats come with next. What are you willing to invest? We'll invest $2,000 in me. Man, for real? If you got 2 bands to put up, go buy some inventory, y'all. Don't go buy my cheat sheet. The hell? You can get that shit off of YouTube. All of it. Free game. I'd rather you guys, if y'all gonna spend some money, come out to LA and chill with me. That's it. But other than that, I don't need you to buy no damn course. I sat up there and thought about that shit too. I'm like, man, why am I talking, man? Come on. If these cats got 2 bands to spend on a course, man, come on. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 bands to spend, put it on your inventory. Go buy that license. Go get certified in whatever it is you're trying to do. Because when you be successful and you come back, that's when you can help me. Come talk about your success and what tools you use to get to that successful point. I'm more interested in tools, processes. Show me tools and processes, dog. Don't tell me about it. Show me tools and processes, because that I can duplicate, that I can give to somebody else, right? But just showing you I got the secret sauce, that ain't helping me or none of these cats who behind me or in front of me, right? I can't spread the news with your secret sauce because you're charging me 2 bands for it. And it's not secret. I'm like, oh, that's all you doing? 2 bands later? Nah, dog. And I'm not hating on the next man hustle. Don't get me wrong. That's not the case. But what I understand is value, and I understand what I should be doing. And God ain't telling me to get y'all for 2 bands. That's what He's telling me to do. What He's telling me is, man, continue to go on, and I'll continue to provide for you. That's what He's telling me. So I'll take those instructions and run with them. Continue to do it. You'll keep eating. Cool. That's it. Yeah. All right. Because once that other stuff starts getting involved, then I feel obligatory. I gotta give. No. Just be honest. Talk to them about what you're doing. Talk to them about the mistakes that you're making. Right? Talk to them about what you're using, what tools you've used to become successful. Talk to them about the businesses that you're opening. Right? That's not flossing. That's taking them on a step. Same thing I do with my students. Here's how I'm building my website. Here's the mistakes that I'm making on my website. Here's why my website's not doing X, Y, Z. So this is what I'm building. We built it, right? We got our website. We got our Instagram. We show y'all better than I could tell y'all. So like, let's see. Let's see. Open this up. I'll show you guys, like, you got to put things in action, man. You can't play around. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's us right there, live. So we set it up. Switch accounts. Let's see. I might not be signed in here. Oh, let me show y'all this. Hold on, I'm just getting right to it. I don't know why for some reason that wouldn't let me in there. But I'll get to this. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Get back to that. Hold up. Show y'all a little something. What's up, Mark? Man, he's tapping in. I see you, AZ. What's good? All right, let me share this. Just working on a little something, but I'm trying to show y'all what we building. All right, let me get to that now. So we got a couple things going on here. So we got one of these, we got 20 views on. We just put it up 19 hours ago, and we still. And you can see it. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, that, so the branding we did all ourselves. And then at the end, see, we got that. So that was just something I was playing with. My mom just started frying some chicken, and we just created some content. And you can see, like I said, we got 20 views on it, which is great. You know what I'm saying? We put frying chicken on there. We're trying to brand ourselves right now. So this is one of the things that we're trying to do. So yeah, but that's that. That's just a real small little thing. One step, design your logo, right? I've shown you guys the tools on how to do that. Design your logo. Take one step, buy your web domain, www. whatever it is business you want, buy it. $12. Commit to it. The more you start committing to these small little commitments, next thing you know, you need to take the next step. Well, I got to go damn get a business license. Yes, you do. Oh, damn, I got to go actually go to. Yes, you do. And your dream will start moving you forward, right? So, let's see. So yeah, man, all money in, dog. We got to put our money up, not into somebody else's secret sauce, into our business. Universe will match you. Trust me. It believes in what you believe in, whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing. It believes you. So you might as well have the belief that you can win and you can succeed, and start taking steps accordingly. I knew I was going to be in business, so I started dressing like I was in business when I was in college. Everybody else was trying to be cool. I was practicing. Everybody else right now chilling. You might as well practice. You don't know how to do something, you might as well learn and practice before the show starts, because the show's going to start whether you're ready or not. But if you're ready, you can get the proceeds from the sales. If you're not ready, you're going to watch somebody else dance or perform. So it's really your choice. So, but the key is, you're going to dance. You need to go buy some dancing shoes. I don't care if you've never worn dancing shoes before. I don't care if you don't like wearing dancing shoes. If you're going to dance, you need to go buy some dancing shoes and have them sitting there. You can look at them every night by your nightstand. Damn, those some nice dancing shoes, man. I should probably put them on. Yeah, you probably should. Let me put one on. Cool. All right, let me put one on and hop around in it. Cool. Okay. Let me just try the other one on. All right. Next thing you know, you got both shoes on and you dancing to your own damn music. It happens that fast. But sometimes you got to trust yourself and faith. You got to have that faith. And when I put these on, I don't care if people are laughing at me. I don't care what anybody says. I'm dancing in my shoes to my music. Period. And that's the only voice you need to listen to. They've told everyone that their shit was not going to work. Who's going to buy that? Who's going to do this? Nobody's going to order cars on their phones. We got taxis. Challenge the shit. Nobody's going to do this. There's 100 chicken places in LA. So what? You can't open up a hair spot. There's hair places in Beverly, Hollywood. We're straight. And you have to do that. You got to have that faith. You have to. Nobody else is going to have it in you. Nobody cares as much as you do. So you got to walk headstrong. And a lot of times people will pick up their faith based on what you believe in. How faithful you are, and how much of a belief you have in your shit, or whether they're going to tap in or not. I believe in this. I show up every Monday, every Monday. And guess what? More and more people are starting to show up Mondays with me. Before it was just me by my damn self. I'll be just sitting there talking to the camera. And now there's more and more people chiming in. You got to believe in the product. You got to believe in it so much that you don't give a shit if nobody's listening. Because all you thinking in your mind is they ain't caught on yet. I know I'm spitting game. I know it. They just ain't got exposed yet. I know this is good. I know it's good. They just haven't heard it yet. Right? And if it's not good, I'm working on it every day to make it better and better. Oh, they heard it. They said it was trash. Cool. I'm not leaving the studio though. I'm still in here. I'm going to learn something else. I tell homies all the time, man, you still rapping, dog. You should be doing jingles. You should be writing jingles for Nabisco, homie. You know what I'm saying? You still trying to go to this crowded lane competing with YBN and NBA and whatever the hell these cats' names are. Instead of going writing corny ass jingles for Cocoa Puffs and you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're a writer, right? Understand that much. You write lyrics. Right? Quit trying to go down the crowded lanes. I tell people that all the time, homie. Why are you going down a crowded lane? Go down a lane that ain't that crowded. Right? Slide into that lane. Because that's where the opportunity lies. But most people want to go what everybody else is going to do, what everybody else is doing. Everybody ain't starting a business. I'm going to tell you that right now. So you're in a league by yourself right then and there. You know what I'm saying? You're in a league by yourself right then and there. As soon as you do that, most people ain't starting because it's scary. It's scary. It's lonely. And it's no security. It's all that. Right? But it's also them casting on some Richard Branson shit. Right? That was them dudes. I just saw the homie K-Love. He was down south somewhere. He's like, oh, that's the Viagra dude's house. I bet. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say the Viagra employee's house. The dude who, you know, the main cat. So why not go for that? Why not you? You guys heard that term? Why not me? Why not you? Why not? Your story, God's still in the miracle business. He didn't stop that. He didn't shut it down because of COVID. COVID didn't stop miracles from popping. That's for damn sure. So why don't we tap into ours? Right? Preacher pass around a plate to see if you know, want to kick in. Kick into yourself. Invest in something. Invest in a course to learn something. A food handler, right? I need this to open up the food business. So I'm up late at night learning about bacteria and shit. I got a business degree. But I'm taking the steps. I'm taking all the steps. Because I know what's on the other side of that. I already saw a spot in Westchester. Told my wife I've been eyeing that spot for 10 years. Didn't even have this idea 10 years ago. But said that would be an excellent place for a restaurant. It would be cracking. Especially a chicken place. And lo and behold, the idea plants itself 10 years later. And the place is still wide open and nobody's in it. Crazy. But that's how the universe works, dog. Wants to see you're serious, but it takes you through all that other stuff before you get to what that ultimate prize. Right? We have to go through that stuff. We have to learn about people. We have to learn about ourselves, what our limitations are, right? What we can and can't do, what we like, what we don't like, what type of jobs we like, whether we like structure, whether we can handle it independently. Some people need structure. So we need to understand who we are. Back to that conversation. Who are we? And be comfortable with that. Be comfortable in our own skin. That's one thing I respect about old people. They'll fart and keep walking. They're comfortable. They don't give a shit. And we want to get to that point, but we don't care. We don't care what other people think. We shouldn't, right? Because what does their opinion matter? It's an opinion. It's what they think. Ain't shit factual. Only thing factual is you making a move. And then that fact becomes a historical fact. Because now your kids say, my dad, my mom made that move. Our kids are watching us get fryers and Tabasco sauces packs and napkins and shit. They're watching us. And they like, don't you guys got another? Yo, we got that one going to that phone's ringing. They're watching us. This is some CJ. What's that? What is her name? Madam Walker or CJ Walker? This is some shit like that. That should inspire you. Let me create something. I told you guys, Chicken Compton created a thing off of flavored pickles. She put Kool-Aid in the pickles or something. It's supposed to be bomb. But she created something. And this is the time. A lot of times we think this is the downtime. That's when the magic happens, dog. That's when the magic takes place. Is at our lowest points. Prison. Getting fired. The French fry guy, Mr. Fry's guy, around the corner from us, got laid off. Had a fryer, just like the one we bought in the backyard, start frying French fries for cats. Practicing. Now he's got franchises. You guys might see one in Victorville. I think one in Victorville's coming. They got them in Vegas. Inglewood got 2 locations. Got one by USC. Got one around the corner for me. All in a matter of 2 years. And he's selling French fries. But it was that point, right? He thought he hit the low. He thought he hit a low point. That's when God shows his work. I'm telling you. Whenever you think you're at your lowest point, man, just know like you sitting at the bus stop at your lowest point, and at some point God coming through with that bus to scoop you. Just know he's coming. No fare, no fee. Ain't nobody gonna be on there but you and him. You gonna be good. That's how it is. But you got to step out. You got to walk them streets, homie. You got to get out there, put some feet on the pavement. I'm trying to tell you. You got to put some feet on the pavement and show, hey, man, I'm willing to walk out here, and I know that bus is around here somewhere, dog. And if it get bad, he's going to come scoop your boy. But until then, I'm about to walk around and see what I can build. Because I know I got the instructions of him. He telling me, go build something, man. You got to let people watching. You better build something right. They watching. They looking for instructions and inspiration themselves. Let me use you as a vehicle, dog. Let me use you. Got you. No problem. You could use me every Monday at 6, guy. No problem. I'll give whatever I have. Whatever I'm going to get, I'll give it. Right? So we figured out everything. Like we making moves throughout the week, figuring out chicken prices, biscuit prices, the whole freaking 9. Love it. Let me tell you why I learned this. We had a Odell Moon, my accounting class, Victor Valley College, many moons ago. We had to put together a turkey dinner. And he taught us how to buy all this bulk product and come up with an individual price per serving. Right? The lesson was already taught to me that long ago. I was damn near 20 years ago. I still remember it like it was yesterday. You see, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. The way God works is he slides you these tools way before you need them. So you think you don't have any. That's the thing. You think you don't have any tools. I don't know shit, man. I don't know. I remember thinking that. Man, all I know how to do is sell dope, man. I don't know how to. My dad wasn't a construction worker. I don't know how to do. I don't really know how to do that. I don't know how to. That's all you think about is what you don't have. Because I remember a lot of homies, dads mechanics, they mechanics now. You know what I'm saying? They stayed under a hood. Okay, cool. I didn't want to get my hands that dirty any damn way. Shout out to the mechanics. But a lot of times we don't do a self-inventory and really look at what we already know and what we already possess. Because we possess the gifts and the keys. Like I told you guys about the story of the bum who didn't know he was rich. He was just walking around eating out of trash cans. And he had $1 million diamond in his pocket. And that's what a lot of times what we do. We still go feed on the bullshit, not realizing who we are and what our destiny is. We're not tapping into that. Once we do, that's when you wake up and the birds are singing and shit, right? Because we tapping into our greatness. Now that music is popping. Right now, we're that dancer, put them shoes on, man, and we got that rhythm. What's up, homie? You know what I'm saying? Now we're dancing to our music, that beat of our own drum, not somebody else's unrhythmic ass. Our beat, right? And we're grooving, we're doing our thing. That's the key to life right there. It's figuring out what tune is yours, being comfortable in your shoes. who you are. Step it out on faith on what you know or what you have access to. You might have a recipe from your grandma for some bomb ass red beans and rice. You better figure out how to get that out there. I don't care if you can prepackage it, whatever. But that's something that was passed down to you. That's maybe God's way of saying, here's your greatness. It may come down to that, right? Here I am busting up technology walls, doing all this stuff. And my greatness may come down to my mother's fried chicken. Something as simple as that. And that's the key. I'm telling you guys, homie. We dig, search, we bust our necks, we try to do all this stuff. And it's already in us. We already know how to do it. We just ain't listen to that voice inside of us that says, this is what's going to get you to the top, killer. This is what's going to do it. It takes a lot of trying out. Man, I don't want to do this. I thought I wanted to code. Man, I couldn't stand that shit. I want to code? I want nothing to do with that. I'm a creator. I come up with ideas and make them realities. I used to do it with cars. You know what I'm saying? So now just flip the script and now I'm doing it with businesses. But I got to keep creating. I'm like some Richard Branson. It's addictive. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am now. I'm fickle. I'll do this. My best time of the day is between 8 and 12 in the morning. After that, I'd rather be working out. I don't want to be in an office space and I don't want a boss. I know who I am. That's the thing. You got to figure out who you are, because once you match up with that dude or female of who you really are, I'm telling you, it's magic. It is magic. And that's when the magic starts taking place. So I encourage you guys, figure out who you are. Figure out who you are and what your greatness is, because we already possess it. It is already inside of us. We're like that bum who had somebody slide that diamond on us. We don't know when they slid it on us, right? But we possess it already. Let's quit walking around acting like hobos when we're already rich inside. We already possess it. We just got to tap in and figure out what our magical gift is. And that's the key right there. So I challenge you guys, dig deep, figure it out. It might be something as simple as my situation. Who knows? This may or may not work. I don't know. But I know that I'm willing to try. And I know that I got a message from God to try. That was it. Everything else worked itself out. Magical credit cards show up. That financed the whole thing. So I don't have to get no loan. And all this stuff just happens. And it happens because I believed in it, took it a step further, bought the domain name, took it a step further, got the website, took it a step further, took it a step further. It just kept taking a step further. Now I got a fryer downstairs. So I'm in. All money in, dog. And I encourage you guys to find something that you can get behind and go all in. Go all in. We gambling, man. We got, if we lose it, we can get it back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you be irresponsible. Don't get it twisted. But I'm saying, we take L's all the time. We've taken L's over time, right? We go to Vegas with a budget to lose. I just saw this cat Slim Thug talking about he lost $8 million. You wouldn't gave them $8 million? Okay. We got to give our dreams that same kind of love and attention. Stop playing. Let's go get it. Let's go get it carefully. Let's go get it faithfully. But more importantly, let's take action. We got to move the needle. And it takes a step forward. I don't care what it is. We talked about it, what, 2 lives ago? Do something that scares the hell out of you. Let's go do something. We figured out what that was. Now let's go do it. If it's the domain name, let's go buy it. If it's the website, let's go try it. But we got to take action, right? 5-second rule. You got to do it within 5 seconds or your mind will strategically start talking you out of it. Mel Robbins, look that up. So make sure you guys tap in. All right. That's it for the weekly tap in this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe down here so you guys don't miss a notification, or hit the notification so you don't miss another episode. Make sure you guys leave a review for us. We appreciate the love. See you guys next Monday.